You cannot quit right now, man. You can. Because before you know it, all the results you're working for, everything that you were thinking about and dreaming about is going to come. But there's always this phase. Before you enter this winning stage in your life, you're going to enter through this tough phase I like to call literal hell. It's like the worst thing ever. It's you're working, you're trying, you're focusing on the good things, you're thinking about the success, you're dreaming, you're doing everything you can to get to where you want to go, but it's like nothing is happening. The universe is not responding. But eventually comes the point where everything floods in all at once. You see, there's something called potential energy. If you work every single day for a certain number of hours, and you're probably not going to see results, right? If you go to the gym, you're probably not going to see results from day one. But there's this buildup. There's, 1 hour, 2 hours. You're just stacking these wins. You're stacking these buildups and these things on top of each other until you have this collection of evidence that you can do what you say you can do. And that is the most important thing. And then when this stack of evidence becomes big enough, all of a sudden the world knows, the universe knows, and everyone responds, everything responds to you, and your life changes. There's a certain time gap between the internal shift, the internal energy transformation, and the external transformation. You see, a lot of us are working towards goals and we have these ambitions. We know we want to get somewhere, but there comes a time when we go through this internal shift. We almost let go. We're working so hard, and then we almost have this insight, this energy relief that we feel almost in a second. And what this does is it creates the path of success. But then after this is a time, and then there's sort of a delay between when you actually feel this internal energy shift and when your entire world changes. Your external world just transforms. You get everything that you wanted before. You succeed, all the goals, everything, the achievements, it all comes flooding in at once. Believe me when I tell you that there is a small point where most people quit, where the threshold, the space between where they are now and their dream is so small. They're not there yet. They haven't yet seen the results. They haven't yet seen these things actually come to life. But it's still faith. They're still believing. But it gets to a point where you're just believing for so long, man. It's like, when is it going to actually come into my life? When am I actually going to get these things? When am I actually going to succeed and see the results I've been working so hard for? But you can't ask that question, because the moment you do, you are doubting the universe. And you can't doubt the universe, because what happens if you do is the universe begins to doubt you and your goals and the things that it was preparing for you. So you can't lose hope. You can't quit before your time has come, because believe me, if you just stick to one thing and you do it for the rest of your life, you are going to see results. You are going to win. And, this story has been happening for ages. A comedian who's been just doing these shows for 12 years, literally 12 years. You cannot even imagine that. 12 years of doing comedic shows and no results, zero, nothing. Literally, nobody's even watching. Like, they're doing these shows for themselves with like 2-3 people. One of them is a relative, and that's it. And then 12 years later, they become the best known comedian in the entire world. Same with YouTube, some guy who's been posting and posting and posting, no views. And then all of a sudden, the overnight success. After 5 years of hard work, the 6th year is when you see all the results. And this time delay, this time lag this is what discourages most people. This is what makes most people quit. But you can't really change it. You can't make things come faster. But what you can do is just learn to enjoy the process. Learn to romanticize where you are now in life. Because when you can accept yourself, when you can be happy with the person you are, then what happens is it doesn't bother you that it's taking so long. You almost enjoy the fact that it's taking so long because you're getting ready. You're preparing yourself for the best of the best. And because of that, I really think that it's important to have this mindset, because if you're just rushing to get to an outcome, what happens is when you get to the outcome, you'll realize it wasn't all glamorous. It wasn't perfect. You just put it on a pedestal. You idolize things. You think that people are better than they are. You think that things are more exciting than they actually are. You see, the anticipation is always greater than the reward itself. The anticipation is always the most exciting thing. And then when the actual thing comes, it's like, if you didn't enjoy the process to get to that thing, it's going to feel empty. It's going to feel unfulfilled. Same thing with a car. If you're working so hard at something you don't even like, to make money and then you go buy a sports car, it's like, it's not going to feel right. It's going to feel kind of weird. But if you made money doing exactly what you love and you were always fulfilled every single step along the way, and then you buy the sports car, it's going to feel nice. It's going to feel like a true reward. It's going to feel like something you can be proud of for the rest of your life. And I think that is what is important. So if you're seeing this video, it is by mere chance and coincidence that you found my video among the thousands of videos you see every single day. And because of that, you've seen this, and it's like, don't quit, bro. Don't quit. There's a sign. This is a sign for you to not quit. This is a sign for you to just keep going and just keep trying and just keep showing up every day. Keep being a good person. Even though sometimes bad things happen to good people, which is a shame, but that it's no excuse to not be a good person anymore. Nah, man, you just gotta show up. Just do the things you gotta do. Be consistent. Show up. Be disciplined. Do the good things. Be a good person. And then I don't think you should worry about anything else. I think being good, being consistent, and doing everything you can control should be reward enough. It should be something you can be proud of, which fulfills your need anyways. Instead of waiting for a certain outcome, a certain person, a certain thing to save you and make you feel complete. Because the truth is, nothing will make you feel complete. All of that is just an illusion. The feeling of completion is an illusion that is just going to plague your mind for a long time. You can only feel complete right now, in the present moment, with what you're doing, what you're going to do in 5 minutes. And that's it. Nothing else. So I'm Dan. I make videos like these every single day. If you like this video, definitely subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. You got this, bro.